Day 2 of investigations. Here we go. Yes, I have pop. Maya. Hey Nick, it's you! I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Why are we here? Hey, why'd you do that anyway? Oh yeah, contempt of court. I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Okay. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Whew. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. Huh, she seems like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. God! The guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch since I came in. A real pro. Let's be nice, Nick. You can just show that to anyone and say I'm a lawyer. But spirit mediums, well, I don't know with your clothes. But at least some people would recognize you. But these are medium in training clothes. I wonder if I'll ever be a proper medium. My mother. Now that I've shown her the picture, I'm not sure if it was the right thing to do. No, I'm pretty sure it was the wrong thing to do. I'm a dick. Let's see, anything here? I doubt it, but you never know. Oh, I'm back here. To the criminal affairs! I guess the detention center would be separate from the police department. Okay, Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. Well, let's go to Gourd Lake then. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. When is Detective Gumshoe here today? To the beach! Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably paying through the nose on a date with that lovely Keonce. Didn't you say Keonce was out of town? Is this relevant yet? Looks like it's closed. Come on! Man, literally the last place I check. Hey, Gumshoe. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today is... Yes, what about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it isn't really all that. Though you did say Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks. I haven't saved him yet. But another day is another... something. Detective Gumshoe, any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh right, he said something about it that in the trial today. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. Fair enough. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does. And him becoming a prosecutor. And him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yes, that's the one. 50 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not out on bail yet. That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in the courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged off by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this one. Phoenix, no! Ah, fudge. Anything new? Or is this all same stuff? So it looks like it's all just same stuff. Wait, Lotta's camera is staring at the lake as usual. Even a novice like me can tell that camera must cost a pretty penny. Hope she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen. We could pay this month's rent? No, I'm kidding. I am not a thief. I appreciate photography. No, seriously, I love it. To the entrance, I am out of ideas. Apartment, something, let's go. Not back to the lake, I meant the detention center. Okay. Hey, Nick! You finally came! They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I'm some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We got to win this case, Nick. Someone is eager. What do you think we should do next? We're kind of lacking in clues department. We could go to the park and look for Gordy. I was kidding. Still, if there weren't any clues out there, the park's as good as bad as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there? Sure. Have you noticed anything late? Oh, what did you notice? I meant, have you noticed anything about the case? She's probably still upset about Mia. Onwards to Gordy. Oh, something ran away? Yeah, not many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct, looking up that case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all! Hey, it's Lotta! Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking. A little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a bit mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing out any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? What do you mean by make it up? First, what did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything. I kinda convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know it caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I'm sure now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right! You mean the first time you witness a murder? About Gordy. Right! Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy's fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training fast. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was going to make it up to us. Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey! I see you thinking, how sophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We got a deal or not? But what did we do, Nick? We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. No? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need for you is information about Gordy. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Gordy? But Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he doesn't. I'll keep watch from the car, okay? You see something, you'll come to me first. Got it? Okay. Right, see you later. Nick, let's go hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay. How exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? The best part is, we thought that we had to go to the boat area, so I was standing over there, so I took a sip of Coke and I didn't expect that. What's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick! Yo, Maya! Larry, what the heck is this? Oh, it was my girl KS's idea. She was all, if you like put this here, it would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow! That's real impressive. She could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And the show's finished now, so she's got them for free. Right. Yo, Nick! What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in Cornwall, right? I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh? Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that at school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred to schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right, when the DL6 incident happened. It doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Hey, Larry. When did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I heard that for about a month now, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it here yesterday? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. But here I thought you inflated it by yourself. Okay. It does. Something about this Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? Looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. Jesus. What's this machine? That's a compressor. I use it to fill that balloon with air. Huh, neat. Just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. Okay, well, attorney's badge. Gun! Well, I don't think there's anything more here, so moving on. Why is there no one here? Well, with the murder on the lake and all. They're probably just taking a vacation until it blows over. I get it. So does that mean I have an idea! Present! That's the guy that selling my hot dogs faster than I cooked them! Do you think Gordy really exists? Nah, I think somebody just saw something else and they just thought that was Gordy. But I'll keep selling to my dogs until the truth's out. Damn it. Take that! Take a bullet! Take the autopsy! Take the photo! Take my Stevie! Ah! Well, I'm out of ideas. She's here. I doubt I can get information here. Hey, y'all! Well, don't find anything about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no you don't! No sneezing! What? Shoot! I told ya, no sneezing! See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bank. It'll trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. I learned something today for the trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Whoa, didn't you say you had information about the case? Who's that at least? Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. What are you going to do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo to my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. A UFO? Anyway, if I can't get a career making photo this time around, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh? So you really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. Wait, why is this not... So I guess that means I haven't. Go to the article. You know, I was wondering. Yeah? What if you get a picture of Gordy, and it turns out like this enlargement said? Y'all crazy? A bloody picture like this doesn't make a hit, sorry. I need a picture that screams, I am Gordy, hear me roar! I can't turn something like this into the paper. What kind of fool do y'all think I am? The kind of fool that would turn a blurry picture in as evidence in a murder trial? Not to mention claiming she saw something she didn't? What about your camera? That's why I raised my sensitivity of the mic. Just watch yourself from now on, okay? Gun! Badge! I'm out of ideas. Anyone here who knows anything about mystical creatures? Gumshoe, pal! Do you know anything about mystical creatures? What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again? What do you mean again? Whatever. Have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. How's the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? You see, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident. And the guy who got the loan suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down in the Gold Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? Ick! You got time to go wild monster hunting? And how about doing a little questioning for me then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe, it's scaring me, Nick. to Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry. Kinda couldn't, you were just there. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay, I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of my newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You can take whichever one you like. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. But Missile? He's a K9 police dog still in training. Missile! Missile, here boy! He's so cute! There he is! Hey, he's cute! Look, Nick, cute dog! A cute dog. And this will help us how? Woof! Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah? How are we supposed to catch a full sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal! Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have been eating Sonic. Well, which will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either, for the total opposite reason. Well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Let's do the metal detector. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting a monster. Anything is possible. Anything! And more so want this just to check the nearby area. Well, thank you, Detective Gumshoe. I will be using this. Somehow. Use this! Fine. And this is why I took that. Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector found something! Show's loud enough about it. Whatever it is must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick! Look! Huh? An air tank? Huh, the valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. Looks like a string of flags? Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Of dubious value. Retrieved. Do you know anything about this? What? An air tank? I was trying to make a joke. What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Well, why would I have such a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there. But must be a coincidence! These strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used cars dealerships. Look, why would I need an air tank anyway? To go diving? Use this to go diving in the lake, didn't you? What? Why the heck would I go diving in the lake? Wait, you're not saying I had something to do with this, what? No, not at all, just, hey, you watch it, buddy. I'm not saying anything until my lawyer gets here. Larry, Nick is your lawyer. Well, Larry, she's right. Bah! Anyway, I never seen the air tank, okay? Yeah, right. Larry is hiding something, I can tell. Tell us or shoot! Dang it. I am your lawyer! Dang. I found an air tank! Oh, wait. I found an air tank! Okay. That's what I expected to happen. I didn't expect the... I mean, I had a feeling it would have had something to do with him, but let's swap things out. Huh? Oh yeah, the meeting. Well, I guess we're stuck with this then. I am your lawyer! This thing is yours! Seen that before? No, who the heck would go diving in the middle of the water? Something about the way he switches eye. I think I better pursue this line of questioning further. Okay, so it's just... Okay... What if I go for the other one? To inflate something? You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy still samurai. But now why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it, just once. And, it didn't go well, as I suspected. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on! Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us! Fine! Whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill this MRI up with that. And then... the valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And the tank valve took off like a rocket. And I took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off the gourd lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. So the tank of the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away? And what happened up next? Well, all that happened on the 12th or so. The 12th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in the boat looking for it. I mean, Kions gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. Took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last. The night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No! That's too bad. It's not all bad. We solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Well, she's getting a career change. Hey! Yeah! Missy, about Gordy. Well, Mr. Lawyer? I've got the info y'all need. Y'all get on the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Lotta, there's no such thing as Gordy. But what? How can I be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof that Gordy doesn't exist? The proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Of course I have proof. No lawyer with his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that... You say that, Nick, but the many times you bluff! Take that! Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. He used his air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo... Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the steel samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. So tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. There's an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder, my camera clicked twice, you know? Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all. Just a lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Bye now. You all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. Where something smells, it's usually the butts. Huh. Someone should whip that butt into shape. Larry! Something smells and it's your butts. I know I messed that up. So sad to see the legend is actually a thing. Hey, Nick! This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. There doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Can I go inside? Yes, I can! Open the door! It's a parrot! I'm gonna interrogate it! Meg! That you? Nick! Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick! Nick! You handle this! I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally! Made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone? Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello, squawk! Follow with a cracker, follow with a cracker. Squawk! Follow with a cracker. Squawk, hello, hello, squawk! Nick, what was that? A parrot, the one on the porch. Keith! Yeah, yes? I'll leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Pony? Hello, hello, squawk! Hello! Yup! He fell asleep! I guess he's relieved. A pasta shop? Yup! To think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started, you know, so that makes you two the third generation. Meg. Yes? Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? The West? Is that pasta from Italy? Meg! Yes? You know the best pasta's always been the West of the rookies, don't you? Right, of course. Everyone knows that. Nick? Huh? How long do you have to keep this up all in the family charade? This old man must know something about the motto. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. He fell back asleep! This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the list of the pasta, the wet noodle! Though, now you mention it, we haven't got too many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come and say, yo dude, we want to ride in one of your boats. That's why I keep the boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. This old man is the witness, right? Gotta find some way of getting information out of him. Stepfather, I have something to tell you. I am a lawyer! That lawyer's bad. I was trying to make a joke. Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. Does this mean he actually goes around showing this badge? I get it. Huh? Yup, I got you figured out now. You're not Keith! Nick, now's a chance to clear things up. So? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either! We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us! A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition! What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle! Yes! Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to... I was doing it on the wrong side. I hope you guys saw that. Who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? Guess so. That's my boy! Good for you, Keith! Oh wait, didn't I just say... You too, Meg! Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know? Yeah, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly! Hello, hello, squawk! Polly with a cracker! Polly with a cracker! Now he's talking to the butt again. How do we get him to talk to us? My attorney's badge didn't work! No! Heal, pervert. Ah! How's the top say? My badge didn't work. I have an idea. I say no, because I'm not a... Wait, what? You'll be needing that badge to run a pasta shop. Toss it. Ah, crud. I'm gonna talk to that parrot. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello. You ignored me. What, you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Hello, hello, squawk! Hello. See? Neat, so the parrot's name is Polly. If I had all she can say is hello. Oh, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Polly, what's your name? Polly! Squawk! Cute! Myers found a new friend. That's good. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what about... And what? Talk about motors? Ah, you're a party pooper, Nick. This fishing pole looks expensive. Fishing's all about having the right equipment. How are you supposed to catch anything with a 2-cent rod? That's what I like to ask Detective Gumshoe. Wow, he has a television here too. Yup, don't work though. Really? I picked it up from the dump after all. It figures that it doesn't work. Then why do you keep it? I don't know, it just looks right there. In the summer, I replaced it with a mini fridge. Broken mini fridge? Of course, I got that from the dump too. Nobody in their right mind would throw away a good cooler. Wow, there's a lot of various fish in Gordon Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Of course, what's the point of going fishing in your own backyard? Deep sea fishing's the best. Mighty tasty, too. Right. Looks like the kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. But he doesn't look like the type who would keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. That's right, Keith. I'm confused. Okay, I think that's all I can... Oh, Polly. My memory's gotten worse lately. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? Yeah, I wonder. Polly, what's the number of to the safe? 1228. Squawk! Alright! Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick! Write that number down! Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes! 1228. Don't worry, I know that. 1228. Polly here's my only friend in the world. Is that right, Polly? Hello, hello, squawk! Yup. I fell asleep. I don't think... I'm pretty sure there's more I can get here. You know about Gordy? Nope. Out of everything! You know about Gordy? No. And then that's it. That's just straight up it. I love it. Yup, I've seen this. You know something, officer? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yup, the other night, out on the lake. Yes, yes? I know all about that. I've seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. I forgot the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night, yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one, bang! A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yup. What did he say? Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. You need to know earlier than that. You know what, Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yup, that kid next door! You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing on his face. I think we're talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow, I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh, wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly! Polly! Have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget the Elsa... What did she just say? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister, I mean dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old man? Why would that bud Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Where should I ask Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, no! What the f- Everything I expected! No! Jesus Christ! Gumshoe, we need to know more about that case! Hey pal, long time no see! You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we want to ask you something. Yeah? You know the boat rentals shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh yeah! The old man who runs it appearing as the witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... that was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an oddball. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Huh? Sounds suspicious. Okay, the DL6 incident. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about this DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'll consider opening the file up. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, Polly, have you forgotten something? Squawk? Don't forget DL6! Squawk? Huh? Oh. I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Though there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in there and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we face Edgeworth's past. Oh, I'm getting chills here. Oh, here we go. One step into his past. Wow! It's amazing! It's the amazing Glee Dusty! 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick! 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found where the file is! Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Summary, please. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it! Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the distinctive courthouse. Distinctive, yes. District Courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Oh, Jesus! Wow, that was some earthquake. At that time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary, like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mrs. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? So that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Jesus Christ! Edgeworth, baby! Oh, he needs a hug! Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. More about Gregory Edgeworth. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he was still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could have not been suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh. Sounds just like the current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then we have had to have. Well, then he had to have done it, but he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so that he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. As he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. Still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick! Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much, we'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Very useful! Can I, like, review that at any time, or is it just... Okay, so I do get... Okay, so I can read this. Okay, good. Whew, right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. All that's left is the trial tomorrow. Wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. And that's it. Tomorrow, another court day, another trial. I hope I don't make a complete fool of myself like last time. I can do this. I am smarter than I think. I figured stuff out accidentally, so I'll use my stupidity to my advantage. Day 3 trial. Here we go. This is Resigning the Judge Gamer. I hope you enjoyed the series so far, and I hope to see all you guys again next time. See you guys next time.